Motor Mind. Hello folks, Motor Mind here. Just doing the checking the Missfire on 2005 Land Rover Freelander. 1.8 petrol in it. Definitely here. It's a little bit rough. Now, if you check, you see there's no fault codes or anything on it. The RPMs are a little bit all over the place. So the first check we're going to do here is a quick, kind of simple one, just for anybody who's kind of coil unplug. So 2 coil unplugs in here, release the spark system. I have the Pico 2204A using, so quite relatively inexpensive Picoscope, but if you get the right look at the kit, you can see I have an attenuator on there, 20:1, and I just have it hooked up to my tablet, which is also my the diagnostic scanner as well. But because it's Windows based, you can run Picoscope on this. So let's just start with that. So this is kind of a quick, easy one for coil unplug. We'll start with this guy here. What you do, you get a coin. Copper coins usually work the best. Sit on top. Sit down there. If you see there, get down there. Here. Let me just switch hands, make life a little easier for here and there. Just on like that. No ground or anything like that. And if you see there, you get a waveform. What this is good for is you can check on that. And we take and move it along to the next coil, and this only has 2 on it. In there. And the best thing is just comparison. See, so you get a nice little signal there. If one was like faulty or something like that, you'd see these lines here. So let's just stop that for a second here. Let's go back on the buffer. This is the nice thing with the Picoscopes. You do have a buffer you can go back on. So that actually doesn't look too bad. You can see it when it comes on, an oscillation, and that's just the magnetic field coming on, and then it's firing up. So it comes on, and then it just dissipates as the spark plug kicks in. So you can kind of what it does is it kind of gives you an idea if you've got a coil that's down or something like that, if you've got a secondary winding that's out, then you'll see, you may see this really go up, or you may like see it'll kick off, or you may see now where this line is going down, and it'll really kind of go up, and you know you got problems with winding, or you got like a shorted plug or something like that. That kind of goes down on you. Let's see if I can, but we'll see here. See if I can throw a fault in this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it off first. So don't feel like getting whacked. Okay, we're going to pull this plug off just a little bit. Okay, that's going to simulate a wire. This has short HT leads. These are runs to this guy here. Okay, so these guys here are 2 running mates, and those 2 are running mates there. So pull that off a little bit there, so it's loose. So it's going to simulate either you got a shorted wire, or when the windings is down, or if you got a plug or something that's shorted. So let's just try that. Hopefully this no matter if it works. Alright, let's just try it again here. Set the Pico. So this is going to be the first one here. So that looks normal, it's lost it. The second one here. you see how it's different? So go back to the first one again. So I had to pull the plug up last time, but no, okay, so here, and you see that how it's kind of where it should be. And so let's go here. It is different. Shut that off before I don't burn the coil out. Kind of gives you an idea. So it's kind of a nice, quick, nasty test. Works quite well. Next one I'll do, as you can see in here, I have my the feed, obviously the ground side for the PCM, the control side, back probed in. So we'll do that one next. Okay, so this is more of an accurate test. Last one was very quick, easy. It's very uninvasive. You can kind of get an idea of if you have a problem with coil or something like that. So this one here, a bit more in depth, and you kind of see a bit more. So going to number 1, which actually is also number 4 as well. And we'll start testing here. May not be getting a very good connection. So let's see here if we get the connection. And there you go. Yeah, fiddly test. You can do. And because you see where that's situated, it's kind of difficult to get into that wire. Right. So we're going to kind of base down this a little bit more. Just go over the range a little on here. So you want to do this, and you need to snap through it. So this here. I'm going to bring the time base down just a little bit more. I'm going to bring my sample rate up a bit. Let's do about 30 megasamples. This Picos rated to 100 megasamples. And see if I can bring it down just a little more here for the. There we are. It's a bit better. So we'll do it again here. Something going on there. I suspect this needs plugs. We'll see. Right. I think I got a plug down. If you look at that one there, it's looking a lot loose. It's staying a lot more even in there. Let me get my camera to focus. Sorry about that. More even. If I go to this other one here, which so that one there was 2 and 3. This one here, I'll get it a range here for me. There we are. Oh, that connection. Let me get them there. Connection there. See here, if we look at here, you see that bit of a ramp there. I think it's where this connection again here. Alright, this stuff here seems to have had a little issue. Alright, sorry about that, folks. You know, little Windows-based stuff. People decided to crash on me. Let's just do it again here. I don't have. See what happens, you don't have a trigger set up. So you need to set up a trigger. Repeating. Come on, you. There's the little kit. Unfortunately, you know, I think where it is. Oh, this does work. There's an issue here. Technology works. It's wonderful when it works. Alright, so I'm back. Sorry, I have to restart the tablet and everything. Just had a little bit of a technical difficulty. Let's see if I can do this. I'm not smoking anything here. Set the trigger back up again. Okay, it's too long because for this. But as you can see there, so everything seems to be working. So I'm gonna throw a set of plugs at this. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You look at everything, seems to be the case there. And I'll do a after video here after repair. And I'll show you the difference. So I'll be back in a minute for that. Alright folks, back on the Freelander 1, and my plugs have arrived today. Let's see here. Alright, so I also got, didn't have one of these guys, so ordered, had to buy one of these for gapping the plugs. And the camera doesn't want to focus. Apologies with that. Oh, come on. There we are. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so I got that. And correct plugs, as you can see there, for this engine. So we're going to pull these out, and then we'll get the Pico back on this, and we'll compare the waveforms. So first in order is to get the coils out. 2 plugs there, 2 bolts, 2 bolts there. And these guys here come off. So we're just going to pop them off here. Pop them off there. Okay. Now this guy, to get this out, you gotta kind of take these bolts out, and then as you bring that up, you can pop this out. If not, it hits the timing cover. So it's silly, but this guy here obviously comes off easily enough. So we get on that. I think that there bolts, I think, are 9. Oh, 10. How's that on there? So, oh, that's not even. Let's try again here. Sorry, man. Should be an 8. Ah, they're an 8. Cool. 6, I think, now. Like so. Okay, there's eager to come out, isn't it? Alright. So this guy here, you have to kind of pop it off like that. And then just pop that guy out like so. Obviously easier with two hands, but take the bolts out of there. Right. So look down the plug holes. Make sure you don't have anything full of oil or like that. But it'll look all right. There's nothing, no contaminant or anything down there. Normally, if you have air, compressed air, you want to blow these out before opening up. I don't have compressed air here, but let's bring a piece of hose. Let's blow really hard and see if we get anything out. I don't think there's anything down there anyways. So we'll get a camera, we'll get a light and see. So what I've done is I've got a long flat screwdriver, a rag. I just stuck it down in the holes there and just made sure there's nothing in there, pulled anything out. I can see they're not looking too bad. There's nothing else in there. Just pulled any dirt and anything that's out. So now, get them out. Start with cylinder number 1. I usually want to do this because it's got aluminum head on this, or aluminium. You don't want to do it when it's cold. You don't want to do it hot. I've seen other guys done this hot and it's actually pulled the threads out of the head. Just because everything's expanded and the aluminum's gotten cold. I prefer to use hand tools on doing spark plugs. I've just seen too many times where things have gone wrong for guys. On occasion, I have been, you can use a. I've used like a little 3/8, my little 3/8 impact for removing, not for installing. I did work with the guy once that he decided that he was going to use his 3/8 impact to install spark plugs into a little 1 liter, and I just didn't. I was not impressed, and I'm pretty sure he screwed the thing up, but he claimed it was fine. I claim differently, and it's better off erring on the side of caution. You can say, oh yeah, 100 times that works, and that one time it doesn't, and you're replacing the head on a vehicle. It's something you look like a right freaking dick, because all because you're just too lazy to use cinch them out down by hand with just a little 3/8. Don't be using anything massive. Look, this is a normal length 3/8 on ratchet. Nothing stupid. I don't have the long extension. You don't need them. You don't need to freaking crank these things down to like 25 Newton meters. Any stupid things like that. They're not that. It's not that high of torque on freaking spark plugs, right? It's down till you feel the washer contact, and cinch them up tight, and just make sure it's nice and contact. It's got a crush washer on them, and that's all it is. And it just kind of seals on. You don't need to be hammering them down. Like I've seen some people that use massive, huge, the long, extended, handled spark plugs, 3/8 and stuff like that on spark plugs. So let's just see here. This is number 4. What I'm going to do here, I'll do this by hand. So we're going to measure it and see what. Let's just see if I can set this thing down. The spec is 1 millimeter, give or take, and a half. Is that there? Not too bad actually. It's all right. I expect it to be larger, but that's off number 4. I'll check the other ones and see. Alright, so some are a little bit more worn than others. Getting there a little tiny bit. So honestly, I was doing spark plugs in this anyways. It's due for the part of the service. I've already done an oil change, but the air filter's coming and the cabin filter's coming for it already. So these plugs are getting done irregardless. But I thought I'd just, because I had a bit of a misfire, I thought we just kind of would I'd show that off a bit, just show and see if we can diagnose the misfire. So we're going to put these in. I've already checked the gaps on these. They're absolutely 100% spot on, all of them. So I'm just going to stick them back in. I'm going to put new ones in, and we'll see how she goes from there. real quick, I got spark plug socket here, and inside it has like a rubber O-ring sits on, grips the spark plug. As long as they can't get worn out, so you have to be careful with these. And then it's usually go straight in. They hold the spark plug. You can feel it go into this hole. And you're going to be very, very gently without cross-threading it. Sorry, without cross-threading it. You just want to run it down. How I normally do these, run them down by hand. And work my way along to all of them, just like that. Then go all over them, and I go over them again with the with the ratchet, and cinch them all down. And you can just kind of do it by feel. So I've been working in this industry for a long time, so I've kind of developed the feel. But normally you just go down, you go down, not cranking on it harsh, and you just run them down until you can feel just resistant, like until it just stops without like really hammering on it. And it's normally pretty good there. Some modern vehicles, more like the very modern vehicles, like some BMWs and stuff nowadays, they actually have a specific torque setting, and they even have even torque to yield on spark plugs. And it's because the spark plug, the electrode, this part here, is actually now, I said, to sit a certain way, just for the combustion and stuff like that. They're all timed up inside. So let's just pause this and I'll get the rest in. You know what? Just looking at it now, listening to it, it's saying it seems to be running a lot better, a lot smoother now. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna hook up the Pico. Right now I can just tell it does seem to sound a lot better. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and click like on the videos, subscribe, click that bell, see more videos. And I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.